2020 schedule. They open up Monday Night Football, part of that doubleheader against the Tennessee Titans. Titans coming off a playoff spot. Curious if Denver at home can make an early season's, like, hey, we're here. We're going to try and push for a playoff spot with Drew Lock. 2 tough games in a row. At Pittsburgh, home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers led by Tom Brady. If you can get 1 or 2 wins out of there, if you're Denver, especially if you get 2, you're feeling really good about your season. At the Jets, I think that's actually the Thursday night game, by the way. Intriguing matchup. Winner, might be pushing for a playoff spot after all. Then it's kind of a very fun little AFC East swing for Denver. At the Patriots, home against the Dolphins. And then a very tough, I know Denver fans always like the Chiefs, but a very tough Week 7 matchup against Kansas City. The Week 8 bye, right in the heart of the season, pretty good spot to have it. Helps by what they get extra prep time against the Falcons on the road in Week 9, part of back-to-back road games for the Denver Broncos. 1 against the Falcons, 1 against the Raiders. If you can split those games, I think you feel pretty good about that for the Denver Broncos. Home against the Chargers, home against the Saints. Chargers game probably going to be a little bit more winnable if we're being upright and honest here for the Denver Broncos. All right, Week 13, the Chiefs, they're next up here. Sunday Night Football, awesome matchup, but it's at Kansas City. I'm going to be honest with you, Denver fans. If Mahomes is healthy, don't love your chances. But the back half of the year for Denver could set up well for a little late season push. At the Carolina Panthers, home against the Buffalo Bills, at the Chargers, home against the Raiders. Now, I don't think they're going to be as low as like 3 wins at that point. I think they'll have more. But I think if you're Denver, what your mindset is, okay, even if we lose to the Chiefs, we can beat Carolina on the road. Buffalo at home, that's going to be tough. We could beat the Chargers, though, on the road based on how they played last year if they are once again all injured. We can beat the Raiders at home again as well. So maybe they don't quite have 7 wins, but if they're hanging out around 5 by the time they get to Week 13, they are still very much in the middle of a potential playoff race. So as some of you guys are already doing in the comments, predict the Broncos record for me in 2020. How many games will they end up winning? Is it going to be a 10, 11 win season? Will it be more around 500, 9 or 8? I kind of think 8-8 might be the sweet spot for Denver. I think they'll be better on offense this year. I think Drew Lock will take a step forward, but I think that Lock's growth is going to take a little bit more time. I wouldn't anticipate Drew Lock suddenly becoming an instant number 1 superstar quarterback quite yet. I don't think that's the route that's going to end up happening here. But I think if he can show growth, you can finish around 500, and then year 3, you're banking on that big-time breakout, and boom, a huge season at that point for Denver. So I like where they're at. I just think it's going to take them a little bit more time to fully get Denver back in shape and to be truly that playoff contender as they were, back when Peyton Manning was the quarterback at that point. So keep the comments coming what you think the Denver Broncos record will be in 2020.